Hi, and welcome, John Morris Show, the bonus show on a Wednesday. Rain in Central Texas on July 15th. Thank you, Lord, for that. We'll always take the rain, and it is great to be here at the Brazos Landing. Still great view, river views, and just sit out here and watch the rain fall. Welcome to you. We're glad you're here for our bonus show from the Brazos Landing. Thanks to Miss Becky Lindsay for having us here. We never say no to the rain, do we?
No, never, never. Sometimes the flood gets a little
Well,
nervous here,
true.
but makes you a
true.
little nervous. But no, the rain's wonderful. We're dry.
We've been through a little bit of that for sure. Claude said it never rains in the right spot where you need it.
And I said he didn't pay the preacher enough.
That's good.
It is dry though. It's interesting when you have cows or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You have a different perspective.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A very important perspective. Well, it's great to be here. We appreciate the hospitality. So you got some new things on the menu to talk about. You got the $12 lunch menu. People get tired, I think, of hearing me talk about the $12 lunch menu. But,
I doubt that.
But here it is. Okay, here it is. So I'm not exaggerating. That whole page, that's the $12 lunch menu. You got some great items on there.
I do.
And then the early dine-in specials from 3 to 5, Tuesday to Friday. You got some great items and prices there, too.
Yep, and then got one new dish.
Yep.
We're always playing with something.
I know you are.
But on the lunch menu, you can't do $12 just about anywhere. Come on.
Right, that's true.
And but we have a watermelon feta salad.
Oh.
That's really good with a little bit of mint.
Uh-huh.
And then we have a chicken salad that goes with it, with some crackers. So that's kind of a different thing. And our
That
chicken
is.
Caesar wrap is really good. People are really liking it. So, and then we've got our other thing. I had a lady come in yesterday, though. It was kind of funny. She said, "Oh, I came in for the shrimp scampi." I said, "Ma'am, all you have to do is tell us.
That's right.
And we'll make it for you." So that used to be on our menu.
Right.
And we didn't, we didn't sell as many as what we wanted
Gotcha.
to do. So we took it off and put the watermelon feta for summer.
How great is that?
And it is. And, and so anyway, we always remember that if there's something on there that if we can accommodate you, we will.
That's nice.
Unreasonable hospitality.
Right.
That's our goal
That's
here.
the book. You recommended that. I haven't read that yet.
Oh, it's
but
good.
I'm going to.
It's a good book.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what we try to do. So we can accommodate your,
Good.
your shrimp, whatever.
There's not many places, I would say, where you could go and maybe something's not on the menu. If you ask it, you're going to make it happen.
Well, that's because it's homemade here. It's not in a
good-
bag.
Right.
And so if it's in a bag, you empty it out. Well, you don't have it. But ours is like I shuffle. He'll whip it up back there.
Yeah.
So
That's really
you
good.
might have to wait a few minutes,
Yeah.
but we'll fix it.
All right, $12 lunch menu is great. Early dine-in specials, that's something fairly new, 3 to 5 in the
Yep.
afternoon. Great prices on some of
Yep.
your favorites.
That's kind of our slow time. So our chicken fried steak, chicken parm, shrimp trio, chicken catfish achifalai. Say that real fast 3
Yeah.
times. Shrimp and grits, somebody I know likes
Popular,
that.
yeah.
Uh-huh. So, say originally 24, it's $14. That's a pretty good price.
That's a great price. I don't know what that is percentage-wise. I can't do that that fast.
I don't know that either. But
that's
anyway,
a great price.
I'm not making a whole lot of money on it, I can tell you that.
I bet that's right.
So anyway, yeah, that's a good deal, and that helps us have we move a little more people.
Yeah.
And people of my age, I won't say old people, but
Thank
people
you.
of my age like to eat early.
3 to 5. It's either a late lunch or an early dinner.
That's right.
That's
right.
However, you just delay lunch a little bit and come in at 3 o'clock, and you get to benefit from this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same great service.
Like-
and then
I'm sorry, chicken parmesan, normally
Uh-huh.
regularly $22. $12 for chicken parm. How do you do that? You're giving that away.
kind of. And like our chicken fried steak is originally 26, so it's 16. That's $10 off, and
Yeah.
it's that big.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's 2 meals in one.
Yeah, it's really a good steak. So
All right. So that's the early dine-in special. That is Tuesdays through Fridays. That is 3 to 5 here at the Brazos Landing. And you're always the shrimp trio. That's a popular item.
I was laughing because our lady that does the coconut shrimp, she
Yeah.
hand breads each one of those pieces, and so we were laughing. We were like,
Wow.
"Oh, we're doing that." She's like, "Oh no," because that means you might sell a whole lot of them. They're
That's
a lot
a
of
lot.
trouble,
And
but
that
that's a
one is
really good
$14.
price.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a really good price.
Woo,
So,
okay, that's
so
a
welcome.
great deal. So keep that in mind, 3 to 5, Tuesdays through Fridays, the early dine-in special, some great prices. And you're always tweaking, you're always adding, maybe some stuff moves off and then comes back.
Right.
But you got something new. What was it? The
Well, I wanted to do
Redfish.
tilefish.
Okay.
Tilefish is kind of like
What
a
is that?
poor man's lobster,
Oh.
but it's hard to get.
Huh.
And so it's kind of sweet, a little
Okay.
bit sweet. And so anyway, I'm still working on it. I'm going to get that tilefish, especially in season, because Claude and I have eaten it before. But so we started doing a redfish. So we have named our new dish Captain's Redfish Pasta.
Wow.
So it's redfish that's prepared over a pasta, obviously, that has some veggies and things in it. Really good sauce, kind of a buttery sauce, and it's pan seared, so it's really a good
Oh
dish.
gosh,
Yeah,
that's great.
it is.
That's
It's great.
something. So my family and I, were going down to Rockport in a week or
Oh,
so.
yeah.
And that's something when would be on a menu right there at
That's
the
right.
coast.
That's
And
right.
here you can get it right here in
That's
Waco.
right. That's right. So we have salmon and fish and chips and the
Mm-hmm.
snapper and the grouper and the Chilean sea bass.
You got so much on that.
So we
seafood.
have a lot of food, but it's really funny. A lot of people think we're all about seafood,
Yeah.
and we are,
Mhm.
but
You got a
that's not
bunch.
all we have.
Right.
And so it's kind of interesting. But yeah, the redfish is the newest dish. So
Like it.
we'll see.
All right, come in and try Captain's Redfish Pasta. That's great.
Yeah.
And everything, remind everybody, I think they know this, but everything's fresh. Everything is brought in daily and cooked fresh and all of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That's
that's
one of
right.
the best things y'all have to offer.
Yes, I think so.
Uh-huh.
I think it makes us special.
Yeah.
We're not like out of a bag.
Yes.
Nothing's out of a bag here. I always say we even peel our own potatoes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so
And
pretty
then
funny.
when you get to the dessert page,
Oh.
you got some great offerings there.
We do.
Key lime pie is always
Yeah.
available.
Peach cobbler
Yes.
with lavender ice cream or cinnamon ice cream. The
Lavender.
organic ice cream
Uh-huh.
from Henry's is really good.
Ooh.
And then we have bread pudding, and we have my favorite now is peanut butter pie. I don't
Oh.
really need a favorite because
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to watch calories. But anyway, it's really, really good. Real different and good. And then we had like a red, white, and blue dessert. That was kind of fun. So she's always doing something a little,
Right.
something different.
So many options there. I would take any of those,
Yeah.
but I always like anything peanut or peanut butter. So
Oh,
I
it's
bet that
good.
would
I'm
be
going to send
great.
one with you
I
today.
want to try one of those.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm going to
that'd be
send one
good.
with you today.
All right, very good. How was the 4th of July
was
and
good.
that weekend here?
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people in here, and
Right.
it was a lot of fun. And I didn't think the fireworks were ever going to start, but they finally did.
Was it 9:30 or was it later?
Yeah, it was at least 9:30. I
Okay.
didn't really look at the clock,
Right.
but it was at least 9:30. So, but we had a lot of people, and
Did you have a good view from here?
we did.
Out on
Well, now it's better on the walk. You know.
yeah,
I mean,
true.
but on our back deck,
Yeah.
you can see a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but
This-
in our can't see much here in this one, but
Gotcha.
you can see outside
Because of the interstate bridges
Yeah.
are right there. But great spot, and I know you had a really good crowd for the 4th of
did.
July.
We did.
What's next, holiday-wise?
Well,
Nothing till Labor Day?
looking forward to football.
My birthday. That doesn't
Oh,
really
well,
count.
of course we need to celebrate that.
Then Labor Day. But football's not far away.
No, not
Are
far.
you going to do the $50
Oh, yeah, parking.
parking?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I noticed I got from the Bear Foundation that they're doing some kind of a theme on each.
Yes. Yes.
So we will do as well. We'll
Oh,
do
okay.
something that will
tie into those.
coincide with that. So that'll
Look
be
at
fun.
you. That's
That'll
great.
be So I'm not sure what exactly. I hadn't made up my mind, but
Oh, that'll be
that's
great.
what we're thinking about.
That'll be great. I think it is 50 some days now till kickoff. So
Wow.
it's coming fast.
I know.
It always does.
Yeah, summer. Poof.
Yeah. But I'm going to hold on to summer as long as we can.
You hadn't had a
Enjoy it.
vacation yet. That's why
No,
you're thinking
That's
that.
right. That's right. And it's
You got
coming
to go
up.
to the beach.
All right, great spots here, and I tell people you can eat inside, you can eat outside, you can eat on the porch. Great locations, and it's the same great menu for any of those spots.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
All right.
And the
very
porch
good.
is really fun.
Is it?
Yeah, people have been amazed at really the feel out there
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're literally on top of the water.
Right. That was your brainchild,
Yeah,
wasn't
it was. It was. Yeah, it
That's
was. I'll
nice.
take credit for it, and it really does my heart good to see people out there. You
I
know, when
love
it's
it.
full, it's really good.
So
But-
when someone comes in, do you ask them where
yeah,
they'd like
sure.
to sit?
Yeah, we do, inside or outside, and you
Right.
can say, "Oh, I want to sit on the porch."
Right. All right. So
And
do
then
that.
now we had so much humidity that was kind of miserable, but like today is perfect.
Yeah, it would be nice out there.
And it'll get better and better as, the summer goes on.
Yeah.
And for fall, it should be a fun place for football.
Oh,
So
gosh, so
games.
great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Always great to have you, John.
Do appreciate that and the great menu that we talk about. You're just confirming what I tell people every day about the $12 lunch menu and the early dining 3 to 5 and the menu that always changes. So thank you very much.
Trying to do something new. Thank you.
All right. Best to
Thank
you,
you
Mr.
for having me.
Claude. Thank you very much. Becky Lindsay here at the Brazos Landing. There's that great menu. And let's take a break. When we come back, oh, man, look at this guy, Walter Abercrombie coming in. Number 34 in your program, number 1 in your heart, Walter Abercrombie. We got some stuff to talk about with Walt. We'll do that when we come back. We are live at the Brazos Landing. We'll take a break and be right back after this.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
We are off and running at the bonus show, John Morris Show, live from the Brazos Landing, and we got in just in time. It was starting to sprinkle a little bit when I got here right before noon, and now it is a gully washer. It is a frog strangler. It is raining hard, whatever you call it, outside. So I think we're just going to camp out here for a little bit until that lets up. And look who's here, our good friend Walter Abercrombie. Thanks for coming in. Glad you got in ahead of the rain.
I did. I just made it in. As soon as I walked through the door, I heard a bunch of noise, and it was the rain coming down. So I stayed dry for now.
Unbelievable, yeah. And again, we'll just stick around here for a little bit until it lets up. But thanks for. And I had the thought to visit with you because there's a lot of things we can talk about. Number one is, where my office is. Right across from the mail room, and every once in a while I'll look in the mail room. We don't get much mail per se anymore, snail mail, something in the mail. But this was in there, and I picked it up to deliver to you. This is to Walter Abercrombie from somebody, Martin Stewart in Meriden, Connecticut. And I felt this end of it. So you know what that is, right? It's a card. It was what it feels like a player card. And I'm guessing they sent that to you to get autographed and send back to them. How often do you still get those?
I get them not as much as I used to, but I do get them pretty frequently. And they, it's a weird thing is that they do come to various different addresses.
Yeah, I bet that's right.
Yeah, they come to my work address. They come to my old home address.
Yeah.
They come to, for example, I serve on the board of Waco Foundation, and the fans, for whatever reason, they find that address and they send.
Oh, that's funny. They'll find you, right? But isn't that a compliment? That a few years after you retired, they still want your autograph on a card.
I just I admire these.
Yeah.
I admire the fans, and I've always admired them that they latch on to one or two guys in their life, and they say, hey, we're going to follow them and stick with them, and they collect these cards, and so I try to sign them and get them back to them if they take
That's
the
cool.
trouble to find.
Do most people send a self-addressed stamped envelope to get it back, or do they expect you to pay the freight to get it back?
I can always tell these are pros.
Yeah.
They do include the self-addressed
Yep.
stamped envelope.
Yep.
Sometimes people send me a pen. Like $5, $10 or something is wrapped around.
Well, there you go.
Around the card and keep this.
Well, nice. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're not going to get rich doing that probably,
No,
but
no.
that is a nice thing. I did that when I was a kid. Baseball Digest, which was I don't know if it was weekly or monthly thing, and it was just about Major League Baseball. And in one of those issues, they printed the addresses of every Major League Baseball stadium, and I thought, this is gold, man. So I would have the cards that I had or a picture or something, and mail it to the stadium.
Right.
Now this was, and you and I are about the same age. This was 60s, early 70s, which was prime time for me. And I got a bunch of them back.
Yeah.
A bunch of them back. And I think I sent a self-addressed stamped envelope with those, and that would help get something back.
Players.
Yeah.
Would separate the mail and put it in a bucket or stack our locker with those envelopes.
Really?
And so what we would do as players is we would practice or something, and we'd sit down and we'd spend 30 minutes
How about that?
signing stuff, and then we didn't really have to put the card back in the envelope. There were people that would help us.
Oh,
with it.
really?
Yeah, we just sign it.
Okay.
There were people, you got to give them something, tip
Yeah.
or something, but
Yeah.
they would do it, and it was pretty convenient. I love doing that.
That's
I
nice.
love doing it.
That's nice. Would you think about the guys you played with most mail? Was there anybody in particular?
Appreciate you, Mike.
And welcome back. We are live at the Brazos Landing in a torrential rainstorm outside, but glad to be here. And we continue with Walter Abercrombie, one of Baylor's all-time greats, great NFL, a long time in the B Association at Baylor. And how about, there's several topics I want to talk to you about. One of them, unfortunately, is not a good topic. Greg Hawthorne passed away last week, or maybe guy that you crossed paths with and knew very well.
I did know Greg. I met Greg. I had been by Baylor. I didn't know who all was on the roster. I just they were just telling me, the coaches were telling me as they were recruiting me, we need a top rate running back. And so of course I'm at University High School.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yeah, I'm a top rate running back.
Right.
So anyway, they wanted me, and I signed and come here. And I remember my first practice, I got a chance to see the running back. The running back room was pretty packed.
Yeah.
I mean, and Thorne was 6'3". You know, he was really fast, had a lot of moves. He was one of those guys in the running back room, and really talented. And then there was Frank Pollard, another guy who would go on to play pro, just like Greg. There was Steve Howell, who was a senior. He was so talented and big, and a big block, thing like that in my life. So when I got there, I thought, man, the coaches lied to me. they didn't tell me about. They all went on to the NFL.
Yeah. You were the next wave
I was the next wave.
coming in.
Dennis Gentry was there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just an amazing group of guys to play with, and I learned from them my freshman year, because these were the top of the top, and so I was very fortunate to get introduced to college football, being in the backfield with those
guys. Yeah. How you've talked about this before, but you mentioned Greg Hawthorne. He played here at Baylor. He was drafted and went to the Steelers. Frank Pollard, Baylor, Steelers. You, Baylor, Steelers. What was that connection, or what was it about? And it was mostly running backs too. What was it about you guys in the running back room at Baylor that the Steelers just loved?
Well, the only thing I can go by is I was on an airplane. We were traveling to Maine, and I was with the team. Now, in the front of a plane, sitting with him, and he had gotten up and I had gone to the restroom, and so I spoke to her. She was really friendly lady, and I said, you know what, I got a question to ask you, and Chuck was always kind of icy, you
Right.
couldn't get close to him. He was such a friendly lady. I said, I got a question to ask you. I said, there are 3 guys, running backs, on this team that are from Baylor, and I said, what does Chuck like about Baylor players? And I never will forget. She said, well, the only thing I can think of is just what he's told me before, is that when you draft a Baylor player, you always know what you're getting.
Wow.
I pondered on that.
That's a
for while,
compliment.
and I thought that was a compliment.
Yeah.
It's a compliment, not only to the players, but then also to Baylor, to Coach Taft.
Yeah.
In our program. So, and I was fortunate to be able to play with those guys and take that Baylor experience and that Baylor tradition from Waco, Texas to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Love it. That's a great story. And who was your running backs coach? Was it Wade Earl for the most part? Wade
Yes.
Turner?
At Baylor?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It was yes, it was Wade Turner after my second year. I think it was oh gosh, the offensive coordinator with the raspy voice. I can't remember his name right now, but yeah, Wade Turner.
Not John O'Hara.
No.
Okay.
He went on to. He left my freshman year and went to coach, I believe, at West Texas State.
Okay.
But but anyway, but it was Wade Turner, and Wade Turner probably had the biggest impact on me just because he was such a stickler about everything. I mean, you couldn't get away with anything. I mean, he held you to the to the fire. But I credit Wade Turner for helping me shape me into a better running back.
That's
I mean,
great.
I was probably used to running the ball all the time, and I had to learn how to block. And Wade
And over the course of out there on the boat and fly fishing and him being very nice to us, I said, "Are you a Pirates fan? Yeah. Are you a Steelers fan? Oh yeah, big Steelers fan." I said, "You know the name Walter Abercrombie?" Yeah. Yeah, Walter. I said, "Well, he's a Baylor grad. How about Frank Pollard?" Yeah, he's a Baylor guy also. Greg Hawthorne. So we had this connection with Casey because of you guys. And so Casey was extra friendly to us because he felt like Baylor had helped his Steelers by you guys going there and having such great careers. It was fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
I like to hear that kind of stuff. You know, I what I got to tell you this about Greg. We're talking about Greg Hawthorne. So Greg broke his hip his senior year. You remember that? That's the only reason I got to play. And so he broke his hip, and I think the very next week, I think Frank Pollard, who was the second team back, because Greg was the starter, and then Frank goes in, and we're getting ready. We're playing A&M, and somewhere in the first quarter, Frank breaks his jaw. Frank Pollard, the second team back. I'm the third team back, and I was not mentally ready to play.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't in the right mindset.
Right.
I'm thinking, I'll never see the field, And Frank breaks his jaw, and I see Coach Tapp. I'm thinking, who else is he going to go to?
And
So
you hadn't played that year at all.
I had not played in
Right.
a game, and here we are. We're facing Texas A&M at Texas A&M,
Yep.
and they had one of the top defenses in the country that year. And so, thankfully, I didn't have a whole lot of time to think about it. They called me up. They said, "You need to go in the game." But and so I went in, and that's how I got my start.
Yeah.
Greg Hawthorne had broken his hip a couple of weeks earlier during the Ohio State game. We played up there. Well, we finished the season, and Greg heals, and the Steelers draft him in the first round. That's how talented he was.
Yeah. Even after a hip injury.
Even after a hip injury. So he goes to Pittsburgh. I finished my career at Baylor 3 years later, and Steelers draft me in the first.
Yeah.
And I'm going, oh my gosh, I'm following Greg Hawthorne to the Steelers now. Now we got to compete again. And I'll be sitting on a bench again, So we go up there, and I didn't know how Greg was going to feel about me following him to Pittsburgh, and competing for his position. And man, you talking about a classic guy. That's why I was so sad when we lost him the other day, because he was a quality person. I never will forget, he was married at the time, and I didn't have a place to stay, and I was still trying to get things together. I didn't know where to go, and that kind of stuff. But Greg, he as a true teammate, man, he said, "Hey, man, you want to get a hotel or get your place settled? You want to stay with us?" And he allowed, and I didn't have transportation, so I was having to rent a car and stuff.
Yeah.
He said, "Look, you don't need to rent a car. I have a truck, extra truck. It's not being used right now. Just use my truck to get around town."
Wow.
So here I am, certainly a former teammate,
3 to 5. Great menu here at the Brazos Landing. I know you know the Lindsays really well. Claude and Becky Lindsay have been around Baylor and Baylor football for a long time.
They have, and they've been such great supporters through the years. I remember spending some times with Claude Lindsay. I've been out to their house. And they have a beautiful home and their horses and ranch, and it's just absolutely beautiful. But they're fine people. They're outstanding people. And times that you and I were on the radio back during the skinny years. I call those skinny. The skinny years, we were struggling a little bit in Baylor football, but Claude was around, and he was always. I think doing things we get together and try to figure out all of my Baylor football problems. And then I'd come back and join you on the radio. But yeah, I've known Claude and Becky for a long time.
They are great for sure. Another guys we Thorne, who just passed away, another one of your former teammates here. He didn't go to the Steelers. He was drafted by the Chicago Bears, but Dennis Gentry was one of your backfield mates here. He's going into the Southwest Conference Hall of Fame. Induction banquet comes up on August 4th. That's terrific for him, very deserving. You're in the Southwest Conference Hall of Fame. But how about that backfield, especially 80, Jay Jeffrey, first-team All-Southwest Conference quarterback. You and Dennis, first-team All-Southwest Conference. Your entire backfield was the all-conference backfield.
I know that was pretty special. Yeah, and you're talking about Dennis. I was just always marveled at him because he was a small guy, small back, but he played big.
Yeah,
he played big. And in fact, we would have competition. I was a bigger back, and he may have been a little bit better blocker than
he blocked for you more than you blocked for him, really, didn't he?
He sure did.
Yeah.
And so you would think that 189, 90 pounds?
Probably.
That he wouldn't be able to block the defensive ends and sort of the linebackers like he did. But he was, pound for pound.
Yeah.
Maybe the best blocker I'd ever played.
Wow.
Yeah.
He got it done, didn't he?
He got it done.
That is great.
And he was quick.
Yeah.
He was on them before they even had a chance to, but the defenders and he could throw those rolling blocks, man, and he's just really talented. I'm proud of him. It's a long time coming for him. He went to Chicago. They went to the Super Bowl, and he had such an outstanding and a long NFL career.
Yeah.
For them to be able to reach back and honor him in this way. I'm proud of the Southwest Conference Hall of Fame committee for choosing.
That's really cool. If you're available and interested, you got a seat at our table for that luncheon on August 4th, okay?
Okay.
So that'd be fun. Yeah, it'd be fun to have you there. And you mentioned radio. You did radio with us for a while, and we had the tandem of you and me and Ricky Thompson. Sidelines. Ricky's just stepped away, but we've got a new crew this year, and Jeff Gandy is stepping in. I know you know Jeff really well.
Jeff was a teammate of mine,
right?
And just an outstanding person, man. You'll enjoy.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeff. He and I, we're part of a texting group, and we talk to each other daily.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good.
And I know that Jeff has done some work, I think, in radio for Texas State.
Texas State, yeah.
And he has done an outstanding job. They love him up there.
Yeah.
And so I was happy to hear that he was going to be joining your team.
Yeah.
Here.
They love him there, but they understand when Baylor called, he's gonna answer that call, and he is so excited about it. I really can't wait. He's going to fit in very well with us in the booth. A Baylor guy through and through. And again, another one of your teammates who had great success at Baylor, and then he went on and played for the Redskins.
Yeah, he did. He was it's unfortunate, had to pay behind Mike Singletary, I think, his first couple of years.
Right, right.
And so, but one of the things about being a teammate with someone, particularly someone you're across the line of scrimmage from, you get to see how good they are. And I knew he was good his freshman year and his sophomore year, and I thought that this guy could be starting for another team.
Wow.
If it weren't for that All-American in front of him.
Yeah.
Talented player. He was really good, great guy. and I still love him today. He and I get along really well, and we communicate regularly, and so I'm happy. Now, here's what we've told him though. Part of our groups, you're going to have to keep us informed about what's going on. What the inside.
He's now the inside guy, right?
The inside guy. I was that guy for a long time.
Right.
But now Jeff is going to be playing that role.
Yeah, I think he'll do really well. Looking forward to that and this season with our new radio crew. Well, good memories there when you were with our crew, and good memories to reminisce a little bit with you today. Thanks for coming out, and maybe the rain's letting up a little bit, but great to see you, and thanks for everything. You're always a part of our crew. You know that, right? You always will be, and appreciate you very much. Thanks for coming in.
John, thank you so much. I always have a great time joining you on the air, and you're so good at what you do, man. I've admired you not only as a coworker, but then also as listening to you through the years on the radio. Outstanding.
Thanks very much.
And you're going to be in a Hall of Fame.
How about that? Can you believe that? How about that?
That is outstanding. And congratulations to you.
Thank you much.
Awesome.
Your text meant the world to me. It really did. Thank you very much. Walter Abercrombie, a Hall of Famer in anybody's book. We appreciate him coming by the Brazos Landing. We'll take a break. We'll come back and look ahead and wrap things up right after this. Stay with us.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Provident. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back with us live from the Brazos Landing. Rain continues to come down. It is lightening up just a little bit. Don't say lightning, but the rain is not as heavy now as it has been. But a great location here. Just sit and eat and watch the rain come down. Thanks to Walter Abercrombie, who is here. Thanks to Mike and Steph and Andrea behind the scenes. Appreciate them greatly. And appreciate Walter coming in. We had some great times together in the broadcast booth. Walter was with us doing color, and then when he took over the Bee Association, he had to step away from radio because that was a full-time job in itself. And but we had some great trips and great broadcasts through the years with Walter with us. A couple of things to mention, then we'll wrap things up. And the World Cup continues. The second semifinal is coming up at the top at the hour, 2 o'clock Central Time. So still an hour away from Argentina and England. Spain awaits the winner. Spain beat France yesterday 2-0. So Spain will be in the championship game against the winner, Argentina and England. The Argentinians, the defending World Cup champions. England, pretty powerful team themselves. So a great semifinal matchup. Comes up at 2 o'clock our time this afternoon. Television will be on Fox. And we talked earlier today about Johnny Kiefer, former Baylor All-American golfer. He will compete in the British Open, the Open Championships, as they refer to it, beginning tomorrow morning, 7:42 Central Time is his tee-off time from across the pond. And Johnny Kiefer got the invitation to the Open last week, and he is just on some kind of a run and couldn't happen to a better guy. So we'll watch him in the Open. I think the broadcast of the Open, you could, if you're an insomniac, you could watch it beginning at 1:30 a.m. on Peacock, and then it picks up at either 4 a.m. or 7 a.m. on the USA Network, so that's where to find it, NBC over the weekend. But the Peacock streaming and USA Network is the best place to watch if you want to watch the British Open from across the sea and watch our Johnny Kiefer there. So fun to watch those, and good luck to him as he competes in the fourth and final major golf tournament for the year. Thanks again to Claude and Becky Lindsay, our hosts here at the Brazos Landing. We appreciate them a great deal. Visited with Becky in the first segment today. Thanks for their hospitality as always, and we appreciate you being with us this afternoon. We're going to brave the weather here in a moment and head out after some lunch at the Brazos Landing. So thanks for being with us. Matt Mosley comes up at 1 o'clock live from the Brazos Landing. Thanks very much, and Lord willing, we're back with you at 9 a.m. on Thursday morning, back in the studio. Great to be here at the Brazos Landing. So long for now.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Spring is sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.